Doan would consistently get like kind of seventh or like fifth even. So like the fact that like he's pretty much making himself a consistent contender for top two is pretty impressive. But here we have Sire and Reaper who also make it to top eight very frequently, getting some third places, some fifth places. You know, they're really skilled players. Is today the day where maybe one of them will be able to take out Tiger in the losers finals?
Oh my goodness, the slice and dice that comes with the sword, man. That weapon is really, I think that's the only weapon I could call anime in this game.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. 'Cause the way they be using it in depth don't make any sense in comparison to how swords actually be working, but you gotta sauce it up for the viewers, you know what I mean?
I know that's right. But right now, Sire's looking great. A lot of damage on Reaper. Just commanding this first game, first stock. He's got the fire hydrant, popped him in the face with it. Nice little punish. Nothing that could kill.
Nice.
Pow! Leads it up with the stomp Sire and takes the first stock. That was dominant play. Dominant play.
Yeah, I have to say so myself. I mean, Sire trying to stay alive here and just completely push his way through the bracket. I mean, Reaper is struggling. This Barba is not getting the job done. Xavier was chopping him up. Oh, almost gets the ground pound as well. Gets the dare, almost gets the double. Trying to cut off Reaper. The aggression from Sire off the stage. He just wants this game one done and over with. Reaper needs to find an answer as soon as possible.
I'm telling you, man, ASAP, and right now it looks like finally getting started here, whiffing a few moves right as I say that. But I mean, I understand it because right when a sword player gets on top of you, it's tough. It's tough to get your moment back. But when we see Sire's doing exactly what they're supposed to do, a few good pokos from Reaper. Is that stock? Yes, it is. Popped him, takes the life, and here we go. I won't say we got a tied game, but at least we are back in here from Reaper's side.
Yeah, Reaper looking for a good start, and that's one way to do it. Side light nair, true combo. Fishing for those true combos, low commit to rack up damage early on. That's the way you want to do it to bring yourself back. And these nairs as well, catching the jumps from Sire going to be helpful. Wow, narrowly avoids that weapon throw. That was definitely a life or death moment there for Reaper, but still finds himself walking out the door. Sire, one stock ahead, and potentially going to be a game ahead if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Yeah, this is looking like a Sire game, unless we see some more of that spear play. That, oh my goodness, getting terrorized off edge with the sword or the fire hydrant, however you want to put it. Doing a great job with this Xavier Woods.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
He was trying to cook him. Wanted that win right there and then, but not gonna get it. Reaper honestly could bring this back, you know what I mean? You get like one good dodge read with the spear. It's going to lead to about 70 or so some odd damage, and if he dodges like down and away, if he gets a side light nair, you can go for a double side light nair, potentially a recovery, get a KO right off the top if you really want to read that hard. But first you got to get down.
I mean, it's just looking a little too aggressive, but it's definitely doable. You got the axe. The axe is a very powerful weapon. Just land some hits, keep from getting touched. I mean, it sounds easier said than done,
Yeah.
right? But, you know, he's got to keep from getting clobbered here. You can get back in here. Right back in the game, honestly. I think maybe one more combo and then a nice Sire. We got to stop.
This is even now, yeah. Sire.
Oh!
Oof. Okay, good. Sire was able to stop the dream a little bit there because Reaper was making the comeback, had racked up all the damage, was pretty much a sidelight Sire away from victory, maybe a raw Sire if it was in the corner. So thankfully, Sire had been playing consistently enough throughout the early parts of that game that by the time that his defense started crumbling a little bit toward the end, he had already racked up enough damage and just had to find that one stray hit. And that feels good when you win a game because past you did a good enough job for you to be here.
Yeah, that was all about the start, but what I want to say for Reaper is I like that they found their footing a little bit further into that game. You saw just smarter decisions being made there and a little bit less aggressive play against the sword. You weren't just getting sliced and diced.
Nice. And I can see Reaper. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
almost reaping a soul. I'm going to go back here, but I was going to say he's paying attention to the dodge habits of Sire. Often when he gets hit by sidelight nair on axe, will dodge straight up. And we saw the last time he got that sidelight nair, he just went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to go for a jump down here, reading your dodge up, and you got some extra damage. So Sire needs to start mixing up those dodges. If Reaper ever gets a chance to land, I feel like every time I start talking about Sire, Sire's defense, he's just going crazy with the offense. And like we've seen Reaper in that same scenario trying to get down versus Sword and just struggling already several times in this game and a half that we've seen so far.
I don't know if Sire's understanding how well they're playing with the Sword right now, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the hammer's doing great, but you probably should stick with that Sword because that thing's looking unstoppable.
Yeah. Or maybe not, because, I mean, almost get something with the hammer there. Reaper can't find the KO either. He's saying, it no matter what weapon I got, man, I'm here to chef. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay in the building. Sire looking for the stock number 2. Has not lost the first one yet. And Reaper's just trying their hardest to fight back. There we go. Nice air, but that's not going to kill. Going to have to get an edge card here. Are we going to get the... I thought we were going to get the spinneroonie, the ground pound. No siree, Bobby.
Yeah, looks like not quite yet. He's waiting for the perfect moment. Sire saying, well, stomp Sire and probably do a falling Sire here. A weapon throw. That was cheeky. Tries to go for a weird unarmed down sig there, kind of expecting maybe Reaper to try to desperately get onto the stage as quickly as possible. I mean, even with that said, I mean, look at that lead, right? You got him in the red. Looking good.
Yeah, got great damage. I mean, I wouldn't say I was talking that jazz about the hammer play, but definitely turned up with the hammer and got a lot of damage on that second stop.
Oh, Reaper! Wow, what a wake up, dude! That was because he started the Sire so much quicker. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That move takes some time. You saw him starting the Sire up, and he responded with a D-light. Like, bro, you are crazy. Most people just move out the way when they see that joint coming.
The Sword, man, the recovery on almost all the buttons is so quick. So I'm not mad at him just tossing that D-light out right there, take that stock, just throwing hands with him, saying I don't care anything about that spear, the pointer finger. Now the axe is out. I don't know if you want to throw hands with this.
There we go. Oh, the down air into Sire. One more Sire, barely misses, but gets the follow-up with another. Maybe a ground pound here? No, just a high Sire, and Sire sent back into his last stock once again. Now we saw Sire kind of in a similar scenario last game where he got a decent lead before getting sent down to his final stock, and then toward the end it came down to just getting that final hit. You know, he racked up the damage. We'll see if this is going to be another case or if Reaper's going to have an easier time making the comeback, but so far not looking like it.
It's the Sword, man. Reaper can't find hits on this Sword. Every time Reaper swings, there's a punish. And right now, Sire doesn't want to commit. Very good. Keeps him back at bay. Nice weapon toss, but another punish on hit from the weapon toss. And we got the hammer now. I mean, we'll find out here if I'm correct if this is what he wants to fight. But the Sword's back in play. Tries to do a double weapon toss. No good. The recovery's not going to KO. Nice. Reaper's still in here, but the neutral, we got the same move taking both games. Sire's looking great out here.
Yeah, and the way he plays it, too, you know what I mean? Like, for a lot of characters in general, you know, whether or not they're determined to be a good character or like a bad character, generally comes down to like their SIGs, their stats, and their weapon combination, right? And Bodvar has always been one of those characters where it's like he has good SIGs, good stats, and a good weapon combination, because if you want to rack up damage with the Sword and go for the KO with the hammer, you always have that option, right? You have the Stomp Sire, Raw Sire, Falling Neutral Air that we've seen in 2 games, and with the way that Sire plays so heavily leaning toward the Sword, by the time he switches to the hammer, he doesn't even need to fish for a combo. He's just like, any hit will do it.
That's right, yeah. Gets to the point where it's just the neutral light, just the neutral air, the way that it works both games. Takes the last stock with that move. You know, doesn't even need a combo or anything. Just like you said. But we got the Nash pick here. I like it. We've talked about this, the resident slapper, a character that's going to be able to take stocks early, but you got to get damage. You got to land hits to get to the point where you can take the stock.
And he can swing, you know, like those SIGs, you want to talk about things that are hard to punish. Nash is chock full of them. Side SIG, end SIG. Down SIG can even be a little rough because they buffed the speed at which it came out like a while back. That was a while back, like maybe last year. But even with that said, I mean, Reaper still not getting much going here. Pretty much You know, already lost a stock, only got about half a stock out of Sire, which means he's really not hitting him. And the sword is back out to play, and Sire's been doing such a good job of holding stage control. Look at that, immediately snatches it, and going right back, has the edge guard scenario set up.
Yeah, Sire's neutral with this sword is looking second to none.
Disgusting.
He just can't really get anything started. Tried to get a little something there.
Gone.
And right now, this is the most I think I've seen those downlights whiff from Sire's side. That was a good stock. Getting right back into this game, didn't take too much damage on that second stock,
Nice.
Reaper's way.
Oh, there we go. Huge damage coming out from Reaper there, and that's exactly what he needed. One dodge read off of the side light, and you're able to just bring this game pretty much back to even here. Sire saying, I need a weapon. Might have an... Oh, hold on. Gonna starve him. Oh, tried to think he was gonna run to the weapon immediately after whipping, but no. Still no weapon, but Sire's just punching him, dude. And that's the mix-up, because you want them. You want them to go to the weapon so bad. It's easier, honestly, as the person fighting the unarmed player. Oh, well, get sauced, pancaked up on Jamila, but...
The flapjack special.
It's easier if people run toward the weapon brainlessly. So if they just, like, switch up on you, fake that they're going for the weapon, and then switch up and come back with an attack, it's so much harder to get the hits in.
And we're back. We've seen this position many times. Stuck off the edge with, doesn't matter what weapon he got. Sire's out here cooking it up with this edge guard with the sword.
Nice.
Oh, very good job.
Oh, he missed it. That was a guaranteed dare, I think, right there. Because all he had was a dodge left, but couldn't quite line it up. And now Reaper still looking for that KO. A little bit out of down air Sire true combo territory, but this should be a stock here. Right, ground pound if you want. Doesn't even need to. That'll
Just
be it.
scare him out of the recovery. Just scare him out of getting back to the stage. He made him swivel back a couple times. Just didn't get the ground he needed to touch the side. And the sword is back in play, sitting on red, but this is still doable. If you're the dominant player in this last stock, Reaper, you can take this game.
Reaper showing some signs of life here. If he gets like a sideline, oh, that might
Ooh,
combo.
Baby, that was nice.
Oh man, this is the same scenario we've seen Reaper in. If he has a hammer coming up next. Oh no, I lied. It looks like it was a sword. When did he switch it out? I saw he just had a sword in his hand.
Oh man, just slides up, hits him with the neutral, puts him off stage, doesn't commit, but with the first hit of the combo, right? That's kind of like some Marvel stuff, right? Somebody's just doing like a block string and you get hit by one part of it, and they were going to continue the rest of the string anyway for the block. And that's what it looked like right there. He did the stomp and went into the Sire no matter what. No hit. Got the game. Goodness gracious. Sire looking really, really good. Going to go ahead and move on to fight. This is up against Tiger.
Oh, man. And I got to say, with the way that Sire plays the game, it is heavily neutral focused, you know what I mean? Like, there are players that you watch where, like, okay, it looks like they're just kind of like throwing out moves for a while, and then like